While the enemies were tangled up in their own mess, Jerry cleverly ducked behind a boulder, but with so many of them, the two had zero chance to turn the tables. It's simply the difference between dying soon or late. The group was building a bridge to aid Cortez' escape, yet failed against two cops. Kane quickly ordered to turn off the headlights and activate night vision. It seemed cool briefly, but exposed them to enemy fire. Jerry hoped to make a break for Molly, but he ended up getting tagged again, and with Molly getting closer, she was prepared to throw caution to the wind. Just then, Owen zoomed in like a superhero, knocked down an enemy with his car, broke the window with his elbow, and used a shotgun to take out two more. So the enemies quickly retaliated. Owen stayed calmer as a cucumber, speeding back to Molly's side to protect her, making the scene feel like a bullfighting. Kane was there waiting for Molly, eager to take her down, with victory just waiting in the wings if he succeeded. Meanwhile, Owen boldly charged in from every conceivable direction, creating a scenic and muddy wrestling battle where everyone was attempting to grab hold of Molly. All four were trying so hard that they ended up leaking water everywhere, and it was a chaotic scene, and everyone wanted to note this down and zoom right toward the target. Young G was jailed by Sheriff Owen for disruption. Learning Jerry's tragic news, his mood turned explosive. Sudden turmoil caught Walker off guard, and the next morning, as the sun shone brightly, Cortez got a call from Kane while he was on the move. He learned that a bunch of cops had been looking for them last night, but Cortez couldn't care less. He was only worried if the bridge would be finished on time, which was obviously an issue. Meanwhile, Owen called Denny to see when the SWAT team would arrive. He recounted last night's events as Cortez tried to pass a checkpoint. What do you mean by that? Does it even matter? They were building a bridge, and the whole crew looked like a mini-army with some hefty firepower. Seriously? You can't be serious? I know, I've seen them, I've even gone toe-to-toe with them. So who is this Cortez anyway? The moment Cortez was mentioned, Owen cursed clearly. He knew the guy's background well. Had he known it was him, Jerry might not have died. He hung up angrily, muttering, "Damn, what now?" Later, Benny informed the SWAT team heading in, instructing them to get to the bridge location and to destroy it at all costs. With orders issued, the team pushed onward. Yet, they didn't know Cortez was stealthily closing in, using his car's speed. When asked what the SWAT team would do next, Cortez just smiled and said, "Get ready for the show." Subtitles. He then accelerated and sped out, weaving between the two SWAT vehicles like a fish, and completed a daring leap-like U-turn as if challenging his opponent's intelligence. He provocatively confronted SWAT cars, then used wild moves to eliminate them. Cortez quickly veered away into the distance, and Owen soon received word that there was trouble with the SWAT team. As the local sheriff, Owen obviously could not simply stand by and watch Cortez drive through the town. That was not something he would allow on his watch. It was their duty, and Walker, while monitoring, overheard their plans and decided to join them in resisting the enemy together. This time, he's aiding the police and avenging his buddy Jerry. Owen readily agreed, while Benny stared at the surveillance footage of Cortez's escape, deep in thought. He then directed his men to check everyone's financial records in the department, suspecting there might be a mole for Cortez. Someone had leaked the transport info, and the old cop's instincts were spot on. Because the traitor was sitting right next to Cortez, Benny wanted to get the latest scoop on what was happening around San Walton. He ordered his men to contact Washington for real-time satellite imagery if Owen's account was true. If that was the case, they'd have to pull back agents from another checkpoint and head straight to San Walton. His men suggested flying over for efficiency, while Owen was busy prepping for the upcoming battle too. To stop a well-armed mercenary squad, they needed some serious firepower too. So Owen and the team went to find their armaments guru, Lou Yassi. Lou Yassi was willing to supply them with weapons, but on the condition he got to join them like Walker. That seemed pretty fair. Owen agreed without hesitation, even naming Lou Yassi deputy sheriff publicly. His proud face was like a child's. Louis's arsenal boasted diverse classics, battlefield-tested. Everyone picked gear freely. Even if they couldn't totally foil Cortez's schemes and ambitions, it would certainly give him a real shock. They loaded all gear onto a truck, then to the main road Cortez must cross to get through the canyon. Owen ordered 3 to set up a roadblock, and he and another officer evacuated locals. The 3, after receiving orders, were pondering how to block the road when Louis suddenly had a bright idea. He grabbed a mail tool from the truck, started it silently, and aimed at a roadside pole. The pole was tall enough and clearly a great choice, but when it didn't topple down, Louis was a bit miffed. In excitement, he climbed to cut the phone line, but no disaster occurred. The truck's rolling buffer saved his life, as Ben's team got the Defense Department satellite images. Sure enough, a bridge had appeared over the canyon, and Benny couldn't believe his eyes. He had thought Owen was just bluffing. He grew curious about Owen's identity. Owen joined LAPD in 1988 and trained with local elite. He joined the LAPD in 1988 and was trained by the local elite forces. He joined LAPD in 1988, worked on drug enforcement for 5 years, but survived a mission alone, then retired. Afterwards, he was an unknown small-town sheriff, surprising even Benny. Meanwhile, the town had finally finished barricading the roads, with everyone ready and waiting for the oncoming storm. The adventure continues. If you're enjoying it, don't forget to subscribe.